Hello everyone and welcome to this week's episode of Legacy of the Rimlen. We took a week break because I was very busy with IRL stuff, but we are back and we are ready to continue our wrestling match, I suppose. But before we get into that, let's, as usual, have our players introduce themselves and their characters. I've rolled some dice in the background. The dice say that we should start with Ashen first and have her introduce herself and her character first. Could you please go ahead, Ashen?
Yes. Hello, I'm Ash, and I'm playing as Illona as usual, the exiled noblewoman that's on the loose. That's me.
The only sober one as well.
Oh yeah! Well, slightly tipsy, I think. Slightly. But keeping it together.
I could be mistaken, but I don't think you drank at all.
I had a beer, right?
Okay, then you were very measured with it anyway, unlike the other two.
Know my limits.
And coincidentally, the dice say we're going alphabetical, but that's also the scale of how messed up everyone is. Like, the second person will be more messed up than the first, and the third more messed up than the second. So, on that note, Deli, could you please go ahead and introduce yourself and your character?
Yeah, of course. Hello, everyone. I'm Deli, and I'm playing as Muninn. They are a traveling scholar from Brightland. Currently, as we established, a little bit drunk, a little bit sloshed. But, I mean, you know what they say about liquid courage that makes you a better fighter. So we'll see how that goes.
Hell yeah.
This is a complete tangent, but I love, like, all the words like English people have for getting drunk.
Yeah. Yeah, I got bloody sloshed last night. Yeah, no, there's like a million of them.
Thank you very much, Deli. And continuing with our little scale, next we would have Show&Tell. Could you please introduce yourself and your character, Show&Tell?
Sure. I'm Show&Tell, and I'll be playing as Anghel, who is, yes, very shit-faced at the moment. And I don't know how much hope we have for him, but okay.
We'll see. Adrenaline and all that, you never know.
Maybe.
So, last time, after the departure of Las and after like the whole core band incident got calmed down, you lot decided to go for like a bit of a rest, have a small drink before visiting like the Boyar's estate, the guy who invited you over for lunch. And you visited a local bar, managed to prevent a small-scale robbery, and decided to, as Show&Tell eloquently put it, get shit-faced. Illona pretty much I don't know if it's like something that Illona usually does, or if she did it because you guys knew that you were going to visit someone important. She was much more measured with her drinking. Muninn and Anghel not so much. I believe Anghel passed out almost at one point.
Not almost.
Yeah, very true. And funnily enough, it was up to the second most drunk person, Muninn, to carry Anghel instead of the almost sober one. But either way, you departed the bar, and with Illona shepherding you two, you made your way to the Boyar's estate. A little late, but not super late, I guess. Illona managed to guide you all on your way in, and you sat inside. You were greeted by a very orientally dressed, I suppose, boyar, and a very oriental room. I kind of low-key hate that term, but there's no better simple way to describe it, I guess. And while the boyar was trying to get information out of you and get you to help and all that, Anghel passed out, Muninn made a fool of themselves, and Illona tried to keep it all together. in the end, the boy are threatening you all, like, well, I know you guys are like the wanted people, maybe I should turn you all in. Illona more or less managed to like calm things down a little bit, to the point where, okay, he isn't going to turn you all in, but you're gonna like have to prove yourselves against his bodyguard, a larger gentleman named Rebob. Yeah, and the lot of you are currently in a wrestling ring, I suppose, against him. He is shirtless. You guys haven't undressed yourselves, so your clothes will be all messed up, I guess. I'm joking. But more or less the goal, obviously we're going to treat it as more or less normal combat, but the goal primarily is to shove Rebob, or for Rebob to shove all of you out of the ring to like really prove yourselves, if that makes sense. So, any questions while I turn on the background music and meddle with the technical stuff? Because it has been 2 weeks, granted.
Head empty from me. If as long as you guys can hear me, I don't have any questions. I don't think.
Me neither. Can't think of any.
Yeah.
I'm just excited to fight Rebob.
Yeah, pretty much.
I suppose the only question I could ask is, do you remember exactly where we were in terms of like positioning in the ring?
I will detail that, but like I wanted to ask if you guys have like any general questions, if that makes sense.
Sure. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. No general ones.
Okay.
Ooh, what's this? Oh, that looks nice.
What is
this is
happening?
so cool.
I like the NPC. Dude.
I was literally yeah. I was literally just thinking, how cool would it be if there was an actual ring?
Very cool.
It's a very like a guy just like dragged his foot in the dirt. That's why it looks that way. So, yeah. So
Nice.
Oh yeah.
we went like last time through a single round of quote-unquote combat. What happened was Illona tried to like quickly rush Rebob. Rebob sort of redirected Ilona's push and like shoved her almost out of the ring. Then Muninn tried to shove against Rebob. Rebob shoved them aside, and then Anghel rushed Rebob, and him and Rebob are currently like in a sort of more or less lockdown, I guess, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. There are, you can see a bunch of characters on the map. Obviously, generic looking people will be samey, for lack of a better term.
Yeah. Nice.
Just for context, the upper right is the Boyar's house, the upper left is the stables, and lower left is the exit, like leaving the courtyard altogether. Make sense?
Okay. Cool.
Okay. With the initiative order, would say that Illona should go first. We'll do like the usual rules of you guys being able to move, like your quick score plus another 2 movement points, hexagon things. Does that make sense? So in Illona's case, she can move 6 hexagons, 1 per turn. Muninn can move 5, and Anghel can move 3. It's not that big of an issue because the hexagons are bigger for this map than usual, but just keeping it in mind. Make sense?
Makes sense.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, first things first, we would have Illona's turn. For context, once again, Ashen, you try to rush Rebob, and Rebob, like, sort of almost like a bullfighter, I guess, redirected your advance so that you almost brushed yourself out of the ring, if that makes sense. You took 5 points of damage last time, and you managed to like balance yourself, and currently Rebob is too busy to like push his advantage. It's your turn.
Okay, so my approach would be, since he's entangled with Anghel, and I'm from basically behind them, I would make him unaware that I'm there, and then put my arm around his neck and try to trip up his leg. Meanwhile, to try to make him fall out of the ring. As I'm yeah.
Sounds like a sneaky or clever attack. I leave it up to you.
I'll take a sneaky, please. I got a 4.
Thank you for mentioning that out loud. I'm also rolling. I got a 6. Give me a second, please. Just give me a second. Give me a second, because OBS might have made a boo-boo.
Oh, not a boo-boo. Anything but a boo-boo.
Okay, OBS is fine. So,
nice. Then I'll use Sumo to make that a 6 as well, and probably use fate points after that too.
Sumo makes it a tie. Tie means you get an advantage. So do you want to spend fate points?
Yes. I will use experience risk taker for that one.
Yep.
It makes sense.
Yeah, it does make sense. I will use my charge of unusual strength to mitigate it.
No. Okay. Then it's a tie, I guess.
Also, you guys have control of over your tokens if you'd like to move them.
So that means I should be here now then.
Yep, more or less. Muninn, move on your turn, please.
Sorry, I was just testing it.
No worries, no worries, no worries, no worries. So, tie once again means that you get an advantage. Would you like another charge on Sumo?
Yes, please. Spend it to get it. Yes.
So, I guess what happens is you do what you say. You try to grab Rebob from behind and kick out his legs, but you kick his legs and it feels like kicking a rock. They don't budge.
Oh gosh.
You still do gain the advantage because it's difficult to handle multiple people at once, so that the advantage still counts. But you do get the this guy is super strong. On his turn, I think he will try to grab you, Illona, and throw you at Anghel. It's an attack against you, Illona. How would you defend yourself?
Okay. I would quickly step out of the way, try to dodge it.
Give me a quick, please.
4 again.
Time means Rebob gets an advantage.
Right.
Okay, so what do you think would happen because he doesn't succeed? I guess he makes a grab at you and fails, but you disentangle yourself from him, I guess? To just okay. Makes sense. Next it shall be Munin's turn.
Okay. I think Muninn would try to... Well, Muninn would have to move first. So, I will move, if that's okay. So I'll go 1 and then 2.
Careful not to leave the ring.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I will also say, how about... This is a rule I made up on the spot. Sorry for interrupting you, Deli. It's a rule I made up on the spot. Because this is technically a shove someone else outside the bonds match. How about if anyone succeeds at an attack, they get to move their opponent by 1 space.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, okay. Damn, we're very close to the edge. Okay.
Yeah, I like that. That's a cool idea. I guess the opposite could be true as well. So if I fail, would it work if I fail to attack Rebob, he would push me, or
how about if you fail critically, by more than 3 points?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
Cool. I like that idea.
Okay.
Tactics. Should we all be on the same side and make a meat wall, and then Rebob gets closer to the edge?
That is a good idea.
Meat wall.
They're made of meat. In that case, I will move once more. I kind of moved a little bit less efficiently this time, but I will move here as well.
No worries. No worries.
So now that Muninn has moved, they'll probably try and like chicken leg Rebob, and then try and push him. Say if they successfully chicken legged him, they'll push him.
I legit don't know what chicken legging means.
Yeah, I was also I'm confused.
So what it is that you hit someone with your knee, but you hit that person's knee pit, the armpit of their knee.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Sounds like forceful or careful, I guess.
I will take careful. Okay, I rolled a 1.
I rolled a 6.
Wow.
Jesus.
I don't think there's any recovering from that on my part.
Likely not. So, I think what happens is when you try to kick at Rebob, he takes you by surprise and kicks you instead in the chest.
Oh, ouch. Okay.
Can I move your token?
Absolutely.
Yeah. He shoves you 1 backwards.
Oh.
And he gets an advantage. Another charge on unusual strength I'll give him. Anything
Fair
else,
play.
narratively, Muninn?
Not narratively. I think as they So I think narratively, Muninn wasn't expecting that at all, and as they're pushed back, they go and almost fall over in a way because they're so drunk. Fucking hell, that was rough, like that.
I think some of the audience starts laughing at you. The boy looks unimpressed at you.
I kind of want to do. What's that film? Are you not entertained or whatever?
You all would see this fellow here. Do you guys see where I'm pinging?
Yeah.
He looks like a slave, and he starts collecting bets. And it seems that the odds are stacked against you currently.
I wonder why.
Yeah.
Angel's turn, unless there's anything else from Muninn.
That was it. Thank you.
Well, I guess Anghel tries to rush him again. I don't know if there's anything more creative we can think of at the moment.
I don't think... maybe choose another word than rushing, because you're right next to him.
Oh.
Tackle?
Yeah, tackle. Good.
Sure. Sounds like a forceful attack.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I rolled a 5.
And I rolled
Nice.
a 4. Okay.
Ooh.
Remind me of the rules. A successful attack means you get to push 1 space, right?
I think
Yeah.
so.
Okay. If you would like to push Rebob, do let me know where you would like to push him, and I'll move him. Where above where Illona is, for instance.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, will do. Yeah, you shove him backwards. Probably the first time. The first time where someone has shown greater strength than him in this match. So he'll take 1 point of damage. His level 1 stress.
Ho 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 ho.
Nice.
Feel free to also move your token if you'd like, Show&Tell.
Oh, okay. I guess he moves.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
The spaces, these ones, are they outside or inside? Because they're technically on the border.
We'll do
Because I started on this one,
I
and I was not outside.
Yeah, that's a very good point and a very good question. We'll like treat it like, I'll like move Anghel for a bit as an example, okay? So
Okay.
this space over here, I would not consider like outside, because like if you see, like most of the hexagon is inside the circle. But say this space over here, I would consider outside just because the hexagon is mostly outside the circle. Make sense?
Okay, but like
Okay.
that one, that's like in the middle.
I think that's mostly outside, barely, but mostly outside. Make sense?
Okay.
But like this one, once again, I'm moving Anghel. This one over here, I would consider inside because it's mostly inside. Okay?
Yes, thanks.
Okay, cool.
Thank you for allowing me to use you like as a guinea pig show and tell.
Sure.
It shall be Illona's turn.
I feel like my strat would be assisting Anghel by this point, because the forcefulness. So just like start being like Anghel, like really hype him up.
Oh, yeah.
I imagine it looks slightly disingenuous because you're like right next to Rebob, and instead of actually helping, you're just cheering.
Yeah.
Sure. Illona grants Anghel an assist. Rebob looks slightly annoyed at you, Illona, like with a sort of like, come on, you're not gonna fight me look. And he'll use his turn trying to shove you.
Okay.
Oh.
I will like we talked about this this Batman cape thingy again. Like
Sure.
wait, let me just think through this.
Sure. I guess that's one advantage of keeping your clothes on.
Yes. But like as I'm leaning away, I'm trying to like throw my cape, making it seem like, oh, I'm this way, but I'm not. Yes.
Sounds like a careful, quick, or sneaky defense. Or flashy, even. I leave it up to you.
Okay, I think I'll go for sneaky.
Sure.
A 2, fuck.
How do you take 7 points of damage?
Oh my god.
Is it worth to reroll?
You got a pretty bad roll.
But still, it's like a 9. Holy shit.
Another rule that came to my mind, and I'd like to ask everyone if they agree or not. So we mentioned that for a successful attack, you get to like push the opponent one shove. But if it's like a successful attack and a critical, like free over the defense, do you guys agree that you should get to push the opponent 2 spaces?
I would say yes, but obviously I can't.
Okay, yeah.
Like, it's up to everyone else as well.
Sure, let's go
Yeah,
for
I
it.
guess.
I'd like it to be a unanimous decision.
Yeah.
I mean, I said yes too.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
okay.
Okay. Could I use my tactical retreat to like move spaces in the ring?
Well, give me a second to check the wording on your stunt. The answer is probably yes, but let me. Yeah, with your tactical retreat, you can negate this attack entirely. Yeah.
And I won't like have to run away forever, like outside the ring.
Yeah, you can stay in the ring.
Nice.
Yes, and feel free if you want. Obviously, you can move up to your movement speed wherever you'd like, if you want to.
Yes. Okay. In that case, I do that, and I would like to move here, so I don't have to move like one at a time.
Sure. You can do that.
Oh.
So Rebob goes for like a shove against you, but you've already vanished basically, and he like takes a second to like stare blank-eyed, and you hear like some oohs and ahs from the audience.
Ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ah.
The boy like crosses his arms and like nods like, okay, that's like you've impressed him at least a little bit.
Yes, approval. Here we go.
Nice.
Not over yet though. Muninn's turn.
I think Muninn would. I hope this is. I think Muninn would, like, grab a handful of dust. I assume the dirt is like loose on the ground.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, I'm a little bit undecided just because it rained yesterday, but it's also summer, so it like dries up quickly. You make the call.
Yeah.
If you want to, like, I would allow either. Like, I think you can fight both, like dry dirt and wet dirt, I guess.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Whatever you need, you find it.
I'm not. Yeah, I suppose it doesn't matter if it's, like you said, it doesn't matter if it's dry or wet. But either way, Muninn would try to grab a hand. Well, actually, let me move first. I'll move one space.
Sure. Also, just like a piece of above-board information, you guys, like, you can take your action before moving or after moving. The order does not matter. Okay.
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 Awesome. In that case, Muninn would grab a handful of dirt, and they would probably try and aim for. So they would throw the dirt generally in the like in the direction of Brebob's eyes. And if that succeeds, so let's say like the roll is like a success or something, Muninn would try and push Rebob.
Sure.
As he's blinded. You know what I'm saying?
Sounds like a careful, quick, or sneaky attack.
Possibly quick. Hang on, let me double check.
Yes, quick is something that you can do, just for confirmation.
Yeah, okay, cool. In that case, I'll roll quick.
Okay.
And I rolled a 7.
Wowee.
Okay, very nice. I rolled a 6. I will spend a charge of unusual strength to mitigate that.
You can use Sumo if you wanna. Use mine.
If you're sure, I would love to, but then I'm just trying to think of how that would relate. I guess the sumo strength allowed Muninn to push Rebob while they were blinded, maybe? I don't know if that...
Yeah, sure. I'll use the other charge of unusual strength.
Okay. In that case, I'd like to use the fate point, and I would probably use keen eyesight, possibly. So, the way it works in my head is they are like hand-eye coordination is like keen, obviously. So they like could aim like right in his eyes and really get him blinded.
Okay, makes sense to me. I will use one of my fate points to mitigate it.
Okay. I think that's all I can do, to be fair. So that would be it for me in that case.
Noted. Anghel?
Okay.
I guess for like context sake of like what happens narratively regarding Muninn's attack, I guess they miss with the dirt. Like they probably like throw it at Rebob's chest or whatever.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
That makes sense too, because Muninn is drunk. So
Yeah. You mistook something else for his eyes, I guess.
Something else.
Oh my god. Okay, I guess while Rebub is maybe a little distracted or something, I don't know if he is. But anyway, Anghel tries to, tackle him again. I'm sorry, I'm not being creative, but Anghel is drunk and I don't know if he can be.
Sure. Give me a forceful attack, please.
Okay, it's a 6.
I'm also rolling. I got a 5. I will use a fate point to improve my roll.
No. So I will. Do I have anything?
You have 4 fate points.
Yeah. But I was wondering if I had any advantages. I guess not. So I will. I also want to use fate points, but I. Just a second. Wait.
What's happening?
I'm struggling. Okay. Wait, I need to find something.
Oh, actually, you also have Illona's assist. So with me using using a fate point, that gives you a tie, so an advantage.
Oh, nice. And it should it? Okay, wait. I'm trying to think how I can. I don't know if there's any approach that I can use, honestly. Aspect and approach.
Some people are better at some things than others. No need to worry too much about it, I guess.
What? I didn't understand what you meant.
Don't feel bad that Anghel is bad at wrestling, potentially, is what I mean.
I mean, damn it. Fine, I don't know. I guess we'll just leave it with an advantage then.
Do you have a name for it?
Oh god, I can't think. Wait.
If you want, we can also go to Illona's turn while you think. If you need more time.
Okay, yeah. Let's do that.
Sure. Ashen, are you with us?
Yes, I'm here.
It is your turn.
It is my turn. Can I do it from here, or do I need to move space first?
Any order works. Any order works. Well, obviously, if you intend to, physically shove Rebob, you'd need to be next to him, but yeah.
Alright, yeah. I'm thinking, since I'm not very forceful, I think I would maybe do better assisting. What do you guys think?
I mean, the assist was great. Yeah, I'm not complaining.
yeah.
Dely?
Yes. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it's a good idea, to be fair.
Who though? Who? I feel like you both have a pretty good shot at this.
I mean, yeah, I don't know.
I would probably see. I would lean more towards Anghel, but it's up to you, because I mean it's hard to tell, because Anghel can outstrength him.
Mm-hmm.
We know that for sure.
You can outwit him.
That's true. So it's tough. I would, if it was up to me, I would go with Anghel, but it's obviously it's your decision.
I mean, you can just, I don't know, like, kind of pick randomly. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with
Okay.
Anghel in that case. I'm gonna continue on my Anghel streak.
Yeah.
Sure. And speaking of show and tell, do you have a name for your advantage?
I don't know. I just can't come up with anything. What like actually happened narratively, basically?
You shoved against each other, but he did not budge.
Okay.
Like, maybe he budged, but not sufficiently, I guess. But it is clear that, like, you are close in strength, I guess.
Shoving master.
But he didn't budge.
But you're still the master.
Like I'm trying to like find somehow to, you know, is there some phrase to show like someone pushing against something that's not moving, you know, like but pushing anyway, you know? I don't know.
Unstoppable force and the immovable object thing. I don't know. So Anghel might be the unstoppable force.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he's also the immovable object. He's the alpha and the omega.
Like it's not exactly what I had in mind, but whatever. I guess it doesn't really matter.
Unstoppable force is pretty cool. But
Yeah, I vote for that too.
yeah.
I'm also asking because I think he'll Rebab will attack you, Anghel, so that might come in handy, the advantage.
Yeah, name the full thing.
Okay, so what did you say? Like, what did Deli agree with?
The thing that I agreed with unstoppable force.
Okay,
which
let's go with
is-
that then. I wasn't sure
If we add the immovable object, does that also count like Anghel is hard to move? Because then the full thing would be mega useful.
That'd be crazy.
That would be overpowered.
So you'd like for Angel's called unstoppable force and immovable object, like one thing?
Yeah.
Show and tell?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, if that works, yeah, sure.
Yeah, you can call it whatever the hell you want.
Okay.
I'll probably just need to move it for it to like fit on screen somewhere. Can the viewers see it? Barely, I guess. Yeah, I guess they can barely see
We
it.
can imagine.
Well, I'm asking for the viewers.
Barely.
Okay, I'll put it here. And do you guys mind if I move one of the bystanders?
No.
No.
Go for it.
Okay. He goes over here. Okay.
In the tree.
So, Rebab will sort of, I think he will recognize what you're doing, and I think he will spend his turn moving to like avoid being surrounded and forcefully pushed outside. That does provoke an attack of opportunity from Muninn, if we're playing by those rules.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are we?
Yeah.
I see no reason why we wouldn't, I guess.
Okay, cool.
So, Rebab first moves over here. Muninn, you see an opportunity to like land an attack while he's getting away.
Yes. I would like to chicken leg him. I'd like to kick him. I'd like to kick him in the shins.
Sure.
Oh, ow. Eesh, ah.
Sure, give me careful, forceful, quick, either or.
Quick for sure. I got a 2. Not very good.
Nice.
Oh no.
I guess he'll kick you again, per our previously established rules.
Ouch. Okay.
About the turntables.
I could technically push you out of the ring, but I don't think that makes too much sense. So I guess you'll be kicked over here.
Okay. That's very generous of you. Thank you.
But he does get 1 charge of unusual strength. He'll continue his movement here and then over here. And then he will try to... Because I imagine like Anghel has like kept sight of him, so he'll like resume wrestling with Anghel, I guess, trying to shove him. How does Anghel defend himself?
Anghel doesn't move.
Yeah. Give me a forceful defense.
Ooh, 8.
Okay, yeah. You do defend yourself successfully. Not quite enough to like shove him back, but still pretty good. Yeah.
Yes.
Now, Anghel is the immovable object, and you guys are sort of locked in this like wrestling thing.
Okay, cool.
Actually, you do have Illona's assist. Never mind, I'm an idiot. So that is a 3-point difference. So yeah, you gain an advantage, and you get to shove him wherever you'd like.
Woohoo!
Like, it doesn't matter. Like, I can shove him into whatever hexagon, like...
Including into Illona, yes.
No.
Not what I had in mind.
That.
But, like... Okay. Like, can I move him here or something?
Yep.
Should I? Like, should I get him further away from us? Do you guys think?
Outside the ring, the better.
Yes,
Yeah, I mean,
definitely,
the closest,
definitely.
I think.
Hmm?
Or maybe here is better. Because it's like I'm still close to him, but it's also like 1 step away.
Sure. Or
Yeah.
Okay, so let's move him like next to Anghel still.
Okay. So right below where Anghel is, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Noted. Yeah, could you describe what happens when like Rebub tries to shove you? How do you like smack him back like so resoundly?
I guess he just kind of shift, like they're kind of locked, in this tackle, I guess, and then Anghel kind of shifts his shoulders into Rebub with more force or something, I guess.
Yeah, sure. You get some surprise gasps from the audience. The audience is very much... And Illona. The audience is very much unsure who will win between Anghel and Rebub. They don't see Illona and Muninn as a factor at this point.
But it's only thanks to the assist, I have to say, but okay.
I mean, yeah, very true,
Well, yeah.
but Illona's not the one who shoved Rebub.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
This is about who makes the most flashy spectacle, I guess.
Yeah.
That was Rebub's turn. Oh, also, you gain an advantage, Show&Tell. Would you like another charge on Unstoppable Force and Immovable Object?
Yep.
Okay. While I type that in, it shall be Muninn's turn.
I think Muninn would move. So they would move. So narratively speaking, what would happen is they were kicked in the leg, and they felt like tremendous pain at first, and they like let out a yell, but then after sort of collecting themselves, they would like hobble over this way. I think as well, maybe the alcohol was like helping them a little bit, with pain relief. So they're gonna go here.
Can I? I'd like to give me a second, because I'm thinking of the possibility of a compel.
Okay. I'll stop moving for now.
Trying to think. Give me a second, please. Okay. Okay, I think I have something. Your traveling scholar, seeker of knowledge aspect. Specifically the traveling scholar part. You're scholars often get drunk. My compel is, you're so drunk that you accidentally step out of the ring.
No!
I can see it happening. I can see it. They so they try and get like back on their feet. They hobble over and then they accidentally hobble over here. I can see it.
Do you accept the compel?
What does everyone think? I would say yes. I would say absolutely. But just in case, I will say no. I don't accept the compel.
What does just in case mean? So do you actually say no or do you say yes?
As in, I'll say no. I don't accept. But I was saying like just in case, like me being an extra person in the ring helps. I'll try not to like escape, if that makes sense, or not escape. You know what I'm saying?
Do whatever feels like right that makes sense to you. It's totally funny now.
Okay. I was just thinking, where are our belongings as well? Sorry, just this is relevant. I promise.
Do you mean like your weapons or like say your supply bags? Which specifically?
Yeah, all of that. Like, I assume our weapons aren't on us, but like, let's say like a bag, for example. Is it like?
That would be more or less up to you. Like, if you want, you could have entered the ring with your bags. It would be uncomfortable, but it is something that you would be able to do.
We're drunk.
If not, you could have, if you don't want to like have your belonging, like your bags, etc., on you, you could have handed them off. Let's say to like this guy over here, like this attendant person over here.
Yeah. Okay.
Your choice entirely.
Okay. Do you know what? I think, like, Ashen, Show&Tell, you are doing amazingly. So I think, because it fits so well, I think I'm going to accept.
Oh, farewell, no.
Okay. I'm sorry, everyone.
Here is your fate point.
Thank you.
So,
Ooh, shiny.
Muninn, you stumble out of the ring because you're still very, very tipsy, and the most of the crowd doesn't even notice, except for the people like you almost run into, and like the dog you almost trample, who like starts barking at you, and the like guy like right above you, the like hound master, for lack of a better term, says, "One out," and now the people have taken notice. It's up to Muninn if they notice or not.
As in, up to Muninn if they notice that they're actually out.
Yeah, and if they notice that they've been pronounced out, I guess.
I think Muninn probably would have hit their head on the way down. So they're probably just on the floor, like, not unconscious, but like sort of like writhing, if you know what I mean. Well, not writhing, you know what I mean. You know, where it's like you just need to lie down and you're not.
Days, baby.
Yeah, they're just like, oh god.
A dog is barking in your face.
Yeah. Oh, get that mutt away from me.
Don't touch his lordship's dogs.
Oh, just give me. I need 5 minutes. I'll be back in the ring. Just give me 5 minutes.
Oh, hi, doggy.
There is some above board information, I guess. Obviously, Muninn can do more or less whatever they like. So technically, yes, Muninn can step back into the ring, but that will obviously come with its own set of consequences. Muninn is still in the combat, so if you want to like follow the rules of the ring, I suppose, you can still like potentially help Anghel and Illona, as long as you don't get back into the ring. But I leave it entirely up to you, like how you can think of potentially helpful stuff to do, if that makes sense. Of course,
like, can he
definitely
assist or something? Like by
depends on like how they say, like how they attempt to assist, if that makes sense.
Like, for instance, by cheering and stuff.
For instance, sure. We'll take it on a case by case basis either way.
Okay. That sounds brilliant. Yeah.
And again, you can try to like get back into the ring if you want, but that will come with its own set of consequences.
Yeah, of course. I think I'll
You're
hold
gonna
off.
see that happening too.
Yeah. Let me back in, coach. I'll hold off for now.
Still your turn, by the way.
I think I will spend this turn nursing my god awful headache. I think hitting my head on the ground probably was quite a sobering experience. So I think I'm gonna spend this turn just laying on the ground.
Sure, fair enough. With a dog barking in your face, all the more unpleasant.
Yeah.
Angel's turn.
Okay.
I'm also out of fate points, so technically you guys can compel Rebob and I'd be obligated to accept.
Oh, very nice.
Can you do it at any time, or do you have to?
Yeah, compels can happen at any time. Like, I compelled Muninn while they were still moving, so yeah.
Oh, okay. Can
Wait,
I compel Rebob to take it a bit easy on us, since we're just two, and he kind of feels bad that Anghel is drunk?
I mean, you need to compel an aspect, and you don't know.
Yeah,
him.
exactly. We need to know his aspects at all, I think.
Wait, how do you figure that out again? I don't remember.
So during combat, you can spend your turn attacking, assisting, creating advantages, or trying to learn someone's aspect. So on your turn...
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did I not write a character sheet for Rebob? This is, like, I don't find his character sheet on hand, even though I know I wrote one.
Oh, no.
I'll keep looking, but either way, it's Angel's turn.
Yeah, I'm trying to... in Illona's turn, what did she do?
Assist, I think.
So Anghel has an assist right now?
Yes? Question mark? I think so.
That's what I'm trying to figure out, because I got a little confused, I think, because of that.
Viewers, sorry for a second, you won't be able to see much while I look for Rebob's character sheet. So I'd like to ask the players to be extra descriptive, I guess, for a minute or two.
Okay. So, like...
Yes, we just agree that you have an advantage. If it's not, then...
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense to me, like... Because you didn't do anything else, right?
No, I did the stunt thing, but I think that was the round before. And other than that, I've just been cheering. Yeah, you have an advantage.
Okay, cool. Cool. So, anyway... Wait, where are we looking for the sheet right now? Okay.
In case you decide to compel him, because I'm out of fate points.
Okay, yeah, right. Okay.
And because technically you can spend your turn trying to learn his aspects, but I need to also, well, first off, know them, but also establish like a difficulty for the rolls, because some stuff may be harder to learn than other stuff, depending on how much you know the guy, I guess.
Making sense.
But obviously, if you decide to like not do that on your turn, yeah, no worries.
Yeah, I don't think I
do have a suggestion. Muninn has... It's obviously up to you guys, but Muninn has a stunt that helps them with... Or do they actually anymore?
Right.
I don't know. Yes, they do. So Muninn has a stunt that helps with figuring out aspects. So
Do you?
if you wanted to...
Because I'm looking at your character
Yeah, I
sheet. I'm looking at your character sheet, and like your stunt about instantly learning an aspect that's no longer there since you like changed your character.
Yeah,
So
it's not that one. It's
Okay.
it's the sharp eyes one. Unless you disagree.
Well, you can do sharp eyes on your turn.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Okay,
So it's up to...
So we
it's
don't
up-
have to
I was gonna say,
waste our turn.
basically.
Okay, cool.
Waste is a strong word.
Sorry. You don't have to, yeah.
Take it back now.
Yeah. How dare you?
Okay, so legit Rebob's little character sheet is straight up gone, even though I know I wrote one for him.
No,
So
Rebob.
what I'm gonna do is like in the downtime while you guys decide what to do on your turns, I'm gonna impromptu write a new character sheet. So carry on as if nothing happened, I guess.
Super
Right.
speed.
Okay.
Super speed.
Okay, so it's Angel's turn, right?
Yes.
So he shoves again. Tackles.
Okay. Can I get a forceful from you, please?
Yes. Oh, I got a 1. No, I'm not even happy.
Reroll. No.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's re-roll.
A 1 is a critical fail for you, I think.
Yeah, wow. I didn't even know I could get a 1. Sorry.
Mhm.
Okay, anyway. So using an advantage, basically.
Using
Like-
unstoppable
yeah.
force. Okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Let's re-roll. Okay, a 6. And I have an assist, right?
You do have an
Yes.
assist from Illona, that's correct. I will use a charge of unusual strength to mitigate that.
Okay, so I'm going to use another unstoppable force.
Okay. Noted. So you deal 1 point of damage to Rebob. That'll be his, unless you want to spend any more points.
Is this enough to push him?
Yes.
Okay, let's do it then.
So just 1 point of damage?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And let me know where you push him.
Here?
Okay. I think we decided that's out of the ring, right?
Yes.
That's what I remember.
Whoa!
Okay.
Yippee!
Yeppa.
Okay. So with a a sudden burst of strength, Anghel, like it's touch and go, but Anghel does manage to push Rebob just outside the ring, like a foot barely reaches outside, but it's still enough. And like the entire courtyard is stunned to silence, except for the dog who's barking in Muninn's face.
Well done, Anghel. If could Muninn get up and like get away from the dog?
Yeah, we're yeah, I guess we'd, unless you guys want to like fight someone, we'd be out of combat.
Let's fight someone.
Who wants to fight?
Rebob would notice that his leg has like left the ring, so he'd like raise his hands in like the gesture of surrender.
Woo! Yeah.
Taste the fun.
Well done, everyone.
Well done. Valiant effort.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So at this point, the boyar would start clapping, and he'd say, "Oh, good show. More than what I expected from you."
Yeah, I told you.
So hot for me.
You see like a lot of the like servants giving you like side eyes because they've lost their bets. And like the one, you see like the one slave who like started the betting look very, very happy because yeah, he won big.
Good for him.
I'm a smile at that guy. I'm like, yes, nodding my head. Yeah, you did the right choice.
He smiles back. Yeah, definitely. Mostly at Anghel, not at Illona.
Yeah, makes sense.
I think Anghel is like holding his head, being like, "Oh." I don't know if he even realized he won.
Rebob would reach for his clothes, and yeah, the boyar would say, "Shall we continue our discussion back inside?"
Let's do that. Illona would not. I was about to say go to scramble together, Muninn and Anghel to make them come with me, but I don't know. It just sounds like I'm vacuuming or something.
They are still pretty tipsy.
I'll try to lead them there.
Yeah, sure. Give me a second while I switch everyone over to the other screen. Good job, everyone. On that note, I don't think you guys took a single point of damage since last time, because all the damage you took was when Rebob shoved Illona on the very first round in the previous session, I think.
Mm.
Yeah, that was kind of I didn't expect it to end so soon, but because of the pushing rules, that it really made it a lot easier, I guess.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we really had a strat. That was cool.
Yeah. You guys did good. I don't want to take that away from you. So it wasn't just because of the rule change, I guess. Yeah. I didn't remember how many fate points you all have.
I think I removed one.
Give me a second. Sorry, viewers. While I do this. But yeah, while this is happening, you will be escorted back inside. So everyone has 2 except Anghel, who has 4. Okay.
Cool.
You'll be escorted back inside. The boyar would invite you once again to take a seat at the little couches, for lack of a better term, sofas, I guess. And I'm gonna change the background music once again. And he would order. He would ask. You all must be hungry after that, right?
Yeah. Could always eat. Illona looks around at the rest.
I'll.
If I had fate points, if I had fate points, I'd probably compel Muninn to throw up. I don't currently, ignore the 3 you see below. I don't actually have fate points because I spend them for this scene, but yeah, if I had them, I would.
Yeah, I was trying to think. I guess, yeah.
Muninn would probably do that anyway. So, something that students do quite often is a tactical chunder. That's what we call it anyway. I think Muninn would ask where's your nearest toilet? Or whatever they call it in these times.
Can I get a flashy from you, Muninn? And let's see what he might reply.
Sure. I got a 2.
Okay. If you got a poor roll, he would have just said go outside, basically.
Okay.
He will sigh and order one of the servants to lead you into a side room and hand you a pot.
Potty.
Because chamber pots were the thing back then, not actual toilets.
Yeah.
Not in this part of the world, anyway.
Yeah. I think Muninn would take the chamber pot. Obviously, this is happening elsewhere, but Muninn would, as Muninn takes the chamber pot from the servant, that just looking at the thing and smelling it is probably
it's
enough.
Clean. It's
just
cleaned.
to make them throw up
it's
as
cleaned,
is.
But
oh,
sure.
It's cleaned. Okay. Okay. In that, they would force themselves to throw up in either case. And as they go like that. I don't know if you did that.
Sure. I
I don't think I heard.
Okay.
I heard the like inkling of something, I guess.
I guess that makes sense because they're elsewhere anyway.
I'm gonna roll something. For the viewers, I rolled a d2 because I was undecided if the servant would do something or not. A 2 is, yeah, they will do that thing. In outrage, because they're the ones who are gonna have to clean it, I think they'll kick Muninn.
Oh. Hey,
Why?
what's that for?
You stupid... I'm the one who's gonna have to clean that.
Yeah, well, sucks to suck, I guess. I
I guess they... shall we turn this into actual combat?
No. Look, let me. I think Muninn would like. Let me throw out the window or something for you.
I was sort of assuming it didn't just land in the pot, I guess.
Oh, sure.
That's why they would have punched you.
Okay, that makes sense.
I thought it was something.
I guess some might have spilled out, maybe, because they're like not quite aiming properly. Would like go to the nearest. Muninn would like look for the nearest like opening in the wall, like a window.
Yeah.
And then like throw out the sick that's in the pot, and be like, "Here you are. Like that's half the job done for you."
Okay. I rolled once again a fate roll, a d20. I got a 9, which is, I guess, a slightly negative outcome. You throw that out and you hear chickens barking.
Ah, gross. At least it was chickens.
Yeah,
not
if it would have been worse, it would have been people. Yeah.
Yeah.
The server just like shakes their head and says, "Finish your business already."
Okay, Muninn would probably try and throw up one more time, but at this point they're dry heaving, so they just go, screw this, and then like I don't know, offer the chamber pot back to the guy. Maybe I don't know.
They look disgusted, but they take it.
Yeah. Maybe Muninn would like, as they walk away, they like awkwardly like pat the guy on the shoulder. Maybe if the servant would let them.
Not like they have a choice. It's a pretty confined space.
Yeah. Well, Muninn would do that and be like, good job, and then like walk back to everyone else.
Good servant. Good boy.
While that was happening, I guess, Illona and Anghel with the boyar, he would lounge back on his couch. After like a couple minutes, Rimlen would come in all dressed up and like resume standing behind the boyar, and he would say, "Well, while Muninn is away, well, you've certainly taken me by surprise, and the entire court, I guess."
Illona would like pat Anghel on the shoulder, like, "Yeah, you should like. He's drunk now. You should see what he can do sober, and like really sell it."
Anghel kind of moans to himself a little.
Can he even understand us?
Which language are they talking? Can he?
He's speaking like the common language, like Rima.
Oh, okay.
So yes.
Yes, but he's mainly referring to Anghel's inebriated state.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if he does, I don't know. Well,
good question.
Yeah. I guess. Well, like, even if he did understand, like, like if he like was paying attention, he wouldn't be able to say anything anyways. Whatever.
Yeah, I think just Illona would say good questions.
Sure. Then he is Illona like a well-read person, like, and I don't mean like I don't mean like casually. I mean like actively studying like the classics and all that.
I get the feeling like she had that early in her life, sort of, but she might not have paid like super much attention to it. So like bits and pieces here and there, not something like really read through.
Sure. Then he would say in Romy, which you would not really understand much of it. He says something to the likes of "speak elevated" and a question in the Romy language, which you don't much understand of.
Speak elevated. I'd give him the, like the Rock when he does the face, like, what?
But
He lets
I
out
mean,
a
I'm not sure that I understand what it means even in English.
he lets out a sigh, and he will say in caramel this time, "What about this?"
Yeah. What about it?
So you do understand me now. Well then, is your friend finished?
I think so.
They mean Muninn.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I think if it's all right for everyone else, Muninn would probably walk in as he said that and be like, "Yeah, I'm back. I feel rough, but I'm back." That fighter of yours, he's a tough one, isn't he?
Quite. So then, please take a seat.
Muninn would do so. They would sit on a nearest comfortable seat, if there is one.
Sure.
Illona would like guide Anghel as well if they're not already sitting.
I imagine Anghel would have been, but I leave it up to Show&Tell.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Probably kind of collapsed at the time.
Where are my manners? And he will order the servants to bring something to eat as requested. And while he does that, he'll say, "I suppose it goes without saying that I won't turn you in, at least not right now."
Not nice of you.
I sense sarcasm from that one. Too bad he can't speak.
Yeah, he's not much of a talker.
So, what exactly is your plan then regarding this gigantic wolf? I'm willing to assist. You've definitely proven that you are capable. So what is your plan?
Above board, the plan was like poison stuff, right? Or was that like a plan we abandoned?
Yeah, I
It's
don't know.
not-
Now that we don't have a KC centers at all, I don't know if that will work.
Yeah, it's not. I don't know if it's off the cards necessarily, but it's very unlikely that Akesius would help us. So if Muninn would try to attempt, later on, if Muninn could try and talk to Akesius, and if they don't respond, then we'll just have to kill the wolf the old-fashioned way.
I think we burned our bridges there.
Yeah.
Never say never, I guess.
Yeah. Well, who would like to talk above board?
I will say he has mainly been looking at Illona. Like, even though Anghel's the one who really proved himself, Ilona's the only sober one.
Sure.
I mean, fair enough. Anghel hasn't really been, holding a conversation of any kind.
I'd say just by over like powering with many people and taking like high ground, maybe like luring into a trap, sort of.
Have you witnessed this creature before? Do you know its habits?
We've seen it before. We could like use some bait, some person screaming, and like we dig a hole before that, so it just falls in when it gets there.
Well, I'm willing to offer you some money if you wish to hire the mercenaries who are in town. I can offer you help from, he looks at Rebob, this one. And if need be, I do have hunting dogs who can track the beast down. Though I'd kindly request that you don't use them for the actual killing part.
I see.
Okay, that's cool.
Sounds reasonable.
Definitely take Rebob for this. We need that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
The boyar looks at Rebob and says in caramel to Rebob, go with them and assist them. And Rebob gives a nod.
Yay!
He will then say to you guys, he doesn't speak the local language, so don't bother.
So we can't communicate with him, or
above board, you guys saw him speak to Rebob in caramel. Caramel is not the local language.
okay.
But caramel is something Illona and Muninn know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Muninn would, if Illona doesn't, maybe Muninn would say like caramel, as in you speak, you understand me kind of way, like to Rebob.
Rebob will give you a nod. And the boy, I would say, doesn't really speak much.
Well, that makes two of us, or two of you. Like, as in Muninn and as in Anghel and Rebob.
Yeah, I get that.
I don't think the boyar knows about Anghel's disability, so he would just say pardon.
Not much of a talker, these two. And Muninn would like point to Anghel and Rebob.
Rebob would never drink. You know how their faith is. They don't drink.
He said
Right.
not much of a talker, not much of a drinker,
Above board, he is assuming that Angel's not talking because Angel's drunk.
he's drunk. Yeah, I got that. Okay.
Right.
Fair
That makes
enough.
sense.
But like that's what Illona would say to the boyar, like indicating that like it's unrelated. The drinking part.
Still, he will be helpful to you, I imagine.
We shall see.
Do you need funds for mercenaries or the aid of my hunting hounds?
Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Muninn would ask, do you have any livestock that you could spare, like, as bait?
I do.
Well,
But I'm willing to part with some livestock, but if you don't mind, my cousin will come visiting in 2 hours or so, and she's much wealthier than I am. Maybe you can ask her for that.
Sure, I guess.
Sure.
Mhm.
I guess it would take longer than 2 hours to find the beast anyway.
He shrugs, and he says, as for the money for the mercenaries, you don't mind if I entrust Ribob with it, do you?
No, I don't mind.
Hmm.
Or do we?
No, I don't. I mean, above board, I don't mind. It makes
I don't
sense.
think so.
In exchange for my help, would you allow me to take the creature's corpse? It would make a fine trophy.
Sure.
Yeah. Why not?
Muninn would nod. They would say, "You can, yeah, you can take the corpse when we're finished killing the thing."
He'll nod, and he'll say, I suppose a word of advice. Be careful what you tell the mercenaries when you hire them. If you truly tell them how dangerous the task will be, they might ask for a higher price. But on the other hand, if you lie to them too much, they might leave you hanging when they're most needed. Find the balance, I guess.
Okay.
Thanks for the advice.
I guess I do have one question. What possessed you lot to massacre those soldiers?
That's a good question. Above board. I mean, I know why. It's just how can we respond to that?
I don't think Illona would engage in that question. She just it's not a part of the deal to talk about it.
Yeah. I think Muninn would say because it's Muninn would say it's a long and complicated story, and to tell you the truth, it wasn't even actually. Should Muninn say that? Maybe Muninn would just say oh, it's a long and complicated story. We'd rather not get into it.
He'll smile at you and say, "Never become a politician, friend. You've just admitted to it."
I was about to say. It's
Shit.
remain silent.
Oops.
Well, Muninn would shrug.
Guilty. Whoopsie.
Well, I suppose. Are you staying for lunch as the food will start being brought in?
Hell yeah, I think.
Definitely. Anything to get rid of this headache.
It's it's a lot of I guess lighter food like cheeses and maybe some chicken, not the heavier food that would actually help with that, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. Muninn would sigh, but to themselves, and just indulge in it anyway.
Sure. Duly noted. Yeah, and the boyar would indulge as well, though more gracefully than you guys, I guess. Ribob is the only one not eating in the room. And he will ask, so while you guys are eating, so after you leave, what is your plan exactly? Your plan of action?
Get the tools to kill the wolf, I think.
So the mercenaries or the livestock, which is your priority? Or the poison? Is that what you were intending?
I was thinking more maybe, mercenaries and livestock.
Alright. Well, again, my cousin will be here in 2 hours, so you can circle back here and ask her. If she's unwilling, I will provide the livestock, though I would much prefer that she do it, being completely honest.
fair enough.
That should give you enough time to hire the mercenaries and, well, enough time to do whatever else you'd like, I suppose.
Well, in between shoveling food in their mouth, Muninn would be like, it's like, sounds good. You know, like, sounds like a plan.
Has Anghel been eating out of
do you have any,
I think he is. I think he is.
Okay, go ahead, Dely.
do you have any bread, perhaps?
There would be bread on, like, the common table. The boyar would indicate it.
Okay. I think Muninn would take some. What else is, like, stodgy? I think Muninn would just take the bread for now.
Did he say when his cousin was supposed to arrive?
2 hours.
2 hours.
Oh, okay.
And he will ask, he will not ask, but he'll say, I would offer wine, but I suppose under the circumstances, it's probably not welcome.
Yeah, good idea. Keep that for later.
Pity. Well, above board, shall we like fast forward to the end of the meal, unless there's anything else you'd like to ask the fellow?
Sure.
Let's do it.
Okay. So fast forwarding, you guys have finished your meal and you're getting up ready to depart. Rebob would join you, and he will show you out in like a polite way, obviously. And now you guys have Rebob in your company, unless obviously there's anything else you'd like from the boyar or from his estate.
No, not for me.
I don't think so. Yeah, not for me.
Anghel is like way too focused on the food. I think he's really enjoying himself.
Well, we fast forwarded past the food.
Yeah, but did we? Okay, fine. Like it's already. I mean, okay.
Sure. So, now that you guys are departing the estate again with Rebob in tow, you let me know where you would like to head.
Possibly to. Did the music just stop for everyone else? Was that just?
I
me?
changed it.
Okay. I thought I cut out then. So it might be a good idea to head to the mercenaries, like, if that sounds good. Muninn would probably ask Rebob, like, in the language that he speaks.
Caramel, yeah.
So, Caramel, yeah, that's it. Perfect. Muninn would ask Rebob and Caramel, like, so these mercenaries, do you know where they are? What the best way to get to them?
Rebob will utter his first words, I guess, since you guys have met him, and he'll say, probably in the marketplace.
That makes sense.
Lead us there.
Above board, you guys know where it is. You almost burned it down.
Oh, okay, that's the one. No use to leading.
And they're also the same guys who almost arrested Illona.
Will they continue to do that, even though we have, like, the boyar dude?
I mean, they weren't arresting you on behalf of the boyar. They were trying to arrest you because they suspected you might be a valuable bounty.
Oh, that's bad.
Maybe I should...
Did you want to hang back just in case of it, Ashen?
Yeah, I thought of, like, if the game plan is to, like, how we're gonna do the thing. We're gonna use the livestock as bait, and the mercenaries for, like, manpower.
Yeah.
But, like, we just go there, or like, do we dig a hole, or do we like tie the livestock? Otherwise, I can like do the livestock part to split up with you.
We could do that. So I in my head I imagined like in my head I imagined like a massive like steel bear trap.
Yeah.
With a lamb on it or something. But obviously that's probably not possible. So we could actually probably look for a regular size steel bear trap. And like maybe catch it in its toe or something, I don't know.
Would bear traps have existed? Like,
I was about to ask as well.
good question. I need to do like some Google searches.
Okay.
Otherwise, we could like dig a hole and like cover it with some net and leaves, and then it falls down and that. But that will also take quite a bit of time, I guess.
Suppose it would.
Yeah.
We also need the dogs for hunting.
Oh yeah.
So that would be a good idea as well, because the lady with the livestock probably isn't going to be here yet.
Wait, the dogs aren't they like? Are we just outside the mansion right now, or like even?
Currently, you're just outside. So I guess regarding the traps, technically, like bear traps, the way you guys imagined them, like they technically existed, but I don't think they would exist like where you guys are at in the world. That said, like more rudimentary traps would probably exist that you can use. Just not like something that would like chop a leg off, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
What was the other question?
I can't remember.
The dogs we want thing? No, I don't know.
Again, the boyar is willing to lend you the dogs to like find the creature, as like tracking dogs, but he specifically asks that you don't use them for like the actual killing part, because like he doesn't want the dogs to get hurt.
That makes sense.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it might be a good idea to, or well, I don't know. It's up to you guys actually. It might be a good idea to get the dogs while we.
And while we're here, yeah, it makes sense. Like,
yeah,
maybe, unless going around with him, like what we will do with the dogs as we go for the.
That's why. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we should get them last. Because I was thinking like walking their dogs around would be a bit awkward.
I was thinking maybe we can separate, but I don't know if that's a good idea because
it's not a bad idea. Like if we wanted to separate, Illona could do something. I could talk to Cassius, and then you could, as in you, Show&Tell could go with Rebob.
So the two people who barely speak to hire.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
yeah, that'd be funny.
I mean, he just told us, to strike a balance between telling them too much or too little, whatever. We're just gonna not talk at all. That will work.
Like, you guys come.
I'm thinking about the mercenaries though, because that'll also be like a problem during the fight if they're like, "Oh, that's the woman we tried to arrest."
Yeah.
I suppose that's true. Was it the mercenaries that tried to arrest you then?
The answer is yes to that question.
Okay.
All the mercenaries, that is. Everyone in this town.
Well, the boyar specifically mentioned that there are mercenaries at the market, so they're like only in one place, implying it's only like one company, if that makes sense.
So what do you do about that? Also, I mean, they wanted to arrest Illona because they recognize her, possibly.
Above board, I should mention they recognized Illona not for like her backstory, but because she might be like wanted for murdering the soldiers alongside you guys.
Yeah, exactly. So they could also potentially recognize Muninn and Anghel, so that's like also
Yeah, and the three of us
problem.
together as well. It's unfortunate.
exactly, yeah.
Is this leading to us not hiring the mercenaries at all? Do you think, or
Or
Does he have other men that the boyar we could use?
Who are you asking?
You.
Well, there were a bunch of armed people who, like, he used to ambush you, but he didn't, like, offer them, if that makes sense.
yeah?
Should I go like back and talk to him about that? We can have those instead because of the whole mercenary issue, and he, like,
Yeah. I think it's a good idea.
then I'll do so.
Okay. Shall we follow Illona as she returns to talk to her boyar about it? We can also say that, like... Actually, never mind. So do we do that?
Yeah.
what do the others do in the meantime?
That's what I'm curious
Wait.
about. Should we do that first? Oh no, doesn't make
Did,
sense.
did we decide what we were doing? Like beyond that?
I think so. I think it would make sense to see what happens with Illona, because if she can wrangle some people for us, we won't need to hire the mercenaries.
Right. But
Yeah,
does,
let's just
does that
all
mean
go.
that they're just? Yeah, I guess because we don't have anything else to do.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. Not yet, anyway.
Yeah.
Sure. So Illona returns. The, like, guardsmen are very surprised to see her back, but they allow her in. I think you would meet the, like, boyar in the front yard. He's probably, like, just hanging out with the hunting dogs, I guess. And when you approach, he gets up and says, "Back so soon?"
Yeah, I was wondering, since of the whole mercenary issue and bounty, is there potential we could use your men instead? Because otherwise the issue is that we probably would get arrested by them, and you wouldn't have help with the wolf either how.
He, like, lets out a small smile and says, "Ah, so you admit it too."
No, I just know we're wanted.
And you're wanted because of the reasons we talked about?
Apparently, but what's one person's account on that?
Apologies, I was just playing around.
Cheeky bugger.
Well, honestly, I'm more willing to risk your lives and the mercenaries' lives than my men's lives, so at this point I'm very much tempted to not help you at all. And hire the mercenaries myself if need be.
And gain what with that? Death by wolf? Haha! Doesn't like that.
Let me think what he would think, being because I'm not super sure. You say, last night I already sent a party to search for the wolf. The story you people told at my front gate sounded interesting enough. All of them died. I really don't have faith in my men's ability to combat this giant beast. The mercenaries, on the other hand, are disciplined, experienced. Even if the size of the creature will be startling for them, they will be capable of shooting it down at the very least. Surely you can spare the risk.
Can you help us with the mercenaries in that case? Help them guarantee that they won't take us?
I think stealth might be the better part of valor. The bounty on you is exuberant. I don't think you understand that. I don't think you understand. I'm still very much tempted to take you lot captive.
I've heard you say it. I can hear.
Sorry? Oh, I didn't hear what you said.
I've heard you say it. I can hear. Yeah, understood.
So
Illona would say.
Long story short, the amount I would have to pay the mercenaries to keep quiet about you lot is simply not worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Discretion is the better part of valor? He shrugs.
What to do? What do you guys say? Any ideas?
I guess the boyar will like quickly add. If you want, you can try to convince my cousin to lend you money. Again, she's wealthier than I am, but that will be entirely up to her.
Lend money that we can kind of pay so they wouldn't take us in for the bounty, basically.
Pretty much above board.
That's what he means. Okay.
Also, Muninn, do you need a refresher? Not Muninn, Dely, do you need a refresher?
Could do, please. I think I got the gist. The livestock lady may have men that she'd like to offer.
Money, not men. Money, not men.
Okay. What would the money be for?
Basically, everyone here, like, Illona is scared that the mercenaries might recognize you guys if you decide to hire them. So Ashen went to ask like the boyar, hey, can we find a way? Like, can you lend us your men instead? The boyar said, no, my men are cowards and they would like all die pretty much if they do that. So Ashen then Illona basically asked, can you like buy the mercenaries in a way so that they don't turn you guys in? And the boyar responded that you guys are worth a lot of money, and if faced with the choice, he would rather not. He's not going to pay the mercenaries. That makes sense. He then added, maybe my wealthier cousin would be willing to pay the mercenaries, but no promises.
Okay, that makes sense. Cool.
It sounds like it's too much money to like ask for the cousin as well. And since she's not from here, the whole wolf problem, I don't know, it feels unreasonable that she would like lend us so much money.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if we can somehow, hire the mercenaries without showing our faces. So that would be super suspicious as well, I guess. Maybe.
I think you guys were also worried about like when the actual fight starts that they might recognize you then. So it's not just about when you hire them. Yeah.
Yeah. Like be around the mercenaries without showing our faces. Or maybe have
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Or maybe have
yeah, okay, I hear you. Yeah.
Rebob kind of hire them for us and kind of tell them what to do somehow. I don't know.
You can do that, but you can also tell that he's not very good at talking.
Should we just from the Dely slowly like close the episode for another time in that case?
Possibly I could read you. Sorry about this, Teeironor.
I just saw your message. Okay.
Yeah, for context. I could rejoin on my phone. But I might sound like a microwave. I
think we can. I think we can start closing the episode. That also like gives you all time to like think, strategize for next week, etc., etc.
Yeah.
That right with everyone?
Yes.
Above board for the viewers, Dely is on their laptop and their battery is running out. That's why this is an issue. Okay.
Apologies, everyone.
No worries, no worries. So, thoughts on today's episode, and we won't spend like too much time on this just in case like Dely vanishes midway.
Off I go! I had a lot of fun. I thought I nearly lost my marbles when I saw that arena ring like screen.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was sick, and I really like the gameplay mechanics on that one.
Yeah, it was awesome. Really fun.
Yeah, and the fight was just fun, you know.
I'm surprised how well it went. I felt super intimidated in the beginning, but it went so smooth.
I was really surprised. Like when I was like thinking of my next turn. I was like, oh, what could I do? What could I do? And then all of a sudden, I heard like Teeironor go like, oh, so Rebob's out of the fight. Like, oh, okay.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you guys definitely defeated him faster than I expected you to. Partly because of like the rules of the game, but that's not me saying, oh, you only won because of the rules. That's me saying you guys did well. Make sense?
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Like I was afraid that the thing might go on for like next session as well.
Oh, really?
I mean, it's been the case with like the core band and some other boss fights, but I guess Rebob's just not quite on that level, I guess.
Yeah. Get on the level, Rebob.
Yeah, damn.
Also, we didn't really need to kill him or defeat him or anything. So, I mean, okay, that's part of the rules.
Yeah. Yeah. Probably for the better that way, I suppose. For the sake of like any future fights, I guess. Yeah, you guys have the beginnings of a plan for the big scary wolf thing. Good on you.
Nice.
More or less.
Like, I'm still not 100% sure if you're like still going with the like attempted poisoning thing or.
I think we abandoned that idea with the whole Arcesius situation as well.
But I mean, Muninn said they were going to talk to Arcesius or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Muninn might be able to sway Cassius's opinion if they promise Cassius the massive wolf or the soul of the massive wolf or something.
You also promised the massive wolf to someone else.
But he would throw us out, so why wouldn't we ditch his idea?
Obviously, you guys. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was just asking. We promised it to Cassius because I forgot.
No, you didn't promise anything to Arcesius, but you promised the giant wolf to the boyar.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like, I would break my part of the end, and why wouldn't we too? It's like, it's only fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
Would Cassius take the body of the wolf in that case?
Yeah, it's like if you guys remember when you've like offered up like animal sacrifices and all that, the like general thing that's happened is that animal decayed pretty rapidly as it was offered to these deities.
Okay. Cool. Okay, that makes sense.
So we could like maybe double do it. Like, here you go. Oopsie, it decayed very fast.
Yeah. Oh, how bizarre! I never would have thought this. I don't know what's happening. Like, just completely play it dumb.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can do whatever you'd like, of course. Just keep in mind that actions have consequences.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, at any rate, we'll see like the details of the plan coming together in the next session, I suppose. So, any other thoughts for our viewers before we go into our shoutouts?
Eat your vegetables as usual.
Stay away from railroad tracks.
Sure.
Good idea.
From what?
From railroad tracks.
Okay, that's important. I thought you were going to say stay away from big wolves or something.
Yeah.
Are you guys fine with having Dely talk about themselves first, just in case, I don't know, their laptop shuts down first or whatever?
Sure.
Of course.
Okay. Then, Dely, can you please talk about yourself, what you're doing, how lovely you are, etc., etc.?
Of course. Thank you. Oh my gosh. I'm doing horribly. Hello, everyone. I'm Dely. I am a Goblin VTuber. I'm not lovely. That was a lie. That's why I'm so flustered. I am a Goblin VTuber on Twitch. I have a Twitter. I'm currently on a bit of a hiatus, but I will soon come back guns blazing because I will soon have room in my schedule to actually do things online now, which is fun.
Woo.
I've got character redesign coming up as well. That's kind of a big thing, but I don't think that will actually debut for a while. But it's in the works. So yeah, feel free to check those places out. And yeah, thank you very much.
Interesting. Looking forward to that. Thank you very, very much, Dely. Next, I'll redo the roll just to see which one of you I'll ask. Okay. Next, we would have another lovely person, Ashen. Can you please go ahead and talk about yourself and what you're doing, Ashen?
I'm also lovely. You can find me on Instagram if you like arts. I don't have too much to show right now, but maybe something is coming. Maybe soon. Who knows? And that's about it for me.
Noted. Thank you very, very much, Ashen. Do check her out. And next, we'd have another lovely person, Show&Tell. Could you please go ahead and talk about yourself and what you are doing?
Yes, so I'm Show&Tell, and right now I'm only pretty much doing my Patreon for the time being. So if you're interested, I don't know if you even have a link for that.
I do. There is
okay.
a link on screen and in the description below.
Oh, okay, cool. So yeah, that's pretty much what's active right now for reactions and stuff.
If you want to know why, check, I think, the previous episode. We don't have to like go over all that again.
Yeah.
Thank you very, very much, Show&Tell. And I'm coughing like crazy, but I was also your dungeon master and game master, Teeironor. I do the series. It's a lot of fun. I also do another series. Comes out on Saturdays with a different group of lovely people. It's set in the Warcraft universe. We are in our 3rd season. It's been going on for a very long time, but it's a lot of fun as well. And other than that, thank you once again, dear viewers, for watching and listening to us. We'll be back next time. As to whether next time is next week or not, I'll keep you all posted on Twitter. Because schedules change, all that, as usual. So my Twitter is really the best place to like keep informed on that regard. But yeah, thank you all once again, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Did Dely die?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
I'm stopping the recording right now.